Coming up this week on the Center of It All. After months of preparation, a local art center had their official grand opening and is up and running. We show you what they're adding to their community. And if your joints can't handle a lot of pounding or stress, we have the perfect workout for you. Mel is in the kitchen for another fall meal, and our pet this week is an English Bulldog Beagle mix. Don't go anywhere, it's all coming up next right here on the Center of It All. Good morning, welcome to the Center of It All. We are in studio today because with the weather cooling down, it's been rather rainy and drizzly these past couple days. So first they had an idea, then they got the building, now their dream is up and running. Evolution Art Center is officially open in Lewistown and they are already making a difference. It's lights, camera, action for the Evolution Art Center in Lewistown. 7 months after signing on the dotted line.
The Art Center finally being officially open is it was the most important thing to me when we started this, that we could get this up and running in a reasonable period of time, and having the grand opening over is the biggest accomplishment in the shortest amount of time I could have imagined.
And she says she couldn't do any of it without the constant support she's gotten from the people in the community, making the opening gala a night to remember.
The night of the grand opening was just a culmination of everything that's been happening over the last 7 months. There has been somebody in here supporting us every single day since the day that we opened the doors to just start working on the place. So to have a moment in time where we had a band and we had food and we had people here bidding on more art was just, it was just like the icing on the cake.
Where once was bare floors and walls, now hold a stage, auditorium seating, craft supplies, all just little peeks of all the things that are to come.
We are coming up on the fall season, so we're doing fall painting parties, we're doing a haunted house, we're going to be in the Halloween parade in town, we're doing a talent show. We have the very first full-length production coming up of a play that I wrote. It's a comedy and it's called Action. And we're in rehearsals right now, and we're going to be opening September 30th, and then through the following weekend we'll be having matinees and regular shows. And we're going to do a Christmas program, and we're going to do musicals, and there's so much we're so excited.
They also plan to have activities outside of theater like yoga, dance, private parties, movie nights, and their next plan of attack.
The next focus that we have here at the center is we want to finish the music room, and we want to include a recording studio, and we're actually talking about doing a school of rock.
And to do the music side of things, they brought in a local who has been in the music business for over 20 years.
I grew up here in Mifflin County, and I moved away because I was an artsy person that didn't fit in. And when I started hanging out here with Julie and saw what she was doing and saw the need here, I couldn't not be here.
They hope to have the School of Rock program up and running by next summer. Almost everything at the center, from props to supplies, are donated by people in the community. Whether they are returning to the center or coming for the first time, ICYMI wants to get the word out about everything the center has to offer to the community.
Options are endless. We want people to walk in the front door and still tell us what they want.
You can get a full list of all the events coming up on their Facebook page. When we come back, we show you a workout that is slowly gaining popularity. Welcome back. It's toning, cardio, and it's called Cardio Bar. We want to check out this full body workout that doesn't put any stress on your joints.
No impact at all. You're never jumping. There's no hard impact on your joints or on your body. You do it in your bare feet so that you can feel the floor and you can feel the intrinsic muscles in your feet. It helps with balance. There's a lot of core work involved because a lot of times we're doing exercises on one leg. It's really beneficial for people that can't do impact. Had a woman just now with her feet, the bottom of her feet are shot. My knees, I can't do any more running, so this was sort of a beautiful segue so that I could still get nice and sweaty and get a fabulous workout and torch calories and really build muscle without hurting my body and my joints.
McLaughlin has been an instructor for about a year. When she first took the class, she was expecting a relaxed workout. What she got was something incredibly different.
And so it combines cardio conditioning, weights, strength training, and lots of lower body work. It's ballet inspired, but you don't need to be a dancer or you don't need to know ballet. I certainly was never a dancer and never knew ballet. And I took a class, I fell in love with it because it's so much lower body work and it really focuses on lengthening and leaning out the muscles, while at the same time you are sweating like crazy the whole time.
Slow, repetitive movements that at first feel like an easy task, but as time goes on, you start to feel the burn and tone in all the right places. The class uses lighter weights to focus on lengthening and strengthening the muscles.
I love that it just blends everything, and I love for that very small movement. It seems, we're just lifting and lowering an arm or lifting and lowering a leg, and just for small movements, but the repetition, it gets you sweaty. You still get a great workout. So it may seem, when someone would say to me before I knew what this was, cardio bar, I thought, oh, you're just at a bar, you have the bar to hold on to, it can't be much of a workout. And then I did it, and I burned a lot of calories. I was tired. I felt my muscles burning. You really feel a deep intrinsic burn.
McLaughlin comes up with the class routine herself, and each class is different. She's constantly changing moves and music to give you the best workout, and she keeps everyone in class in mind, also coming up with modifications for each move. She says never be afraid to ask the instructor questions.
I'd say take it at your own pace, and I tell anybody this that comes to my class, always take it at your own pace. Listen to your body. If there's something you can't do, ask the instructor for a modification. I try hard to give modifications, but if I don't, I always say, please ask me for a modification. I'm more than happy to give it to you. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves.
Classes in strength training, yoga for balance, or any other dance workout class would help you build and tone along with cardio bar. Jump in and try new and different routines. McLaughlin says not to let the name of the classes scare you away.
I just say don't be afraid of something that's called cardio bar. Don't be afraid that it's dance inspired. I cannot do Zumba. I cannot teach Zumba. I don't have any rhythm or coordination, but I can do cardio bar. So don't get scared by the name, as I would say with any class. If it's a strength training, muscle building class, don't get scared of that. The instructor's going to show you what to do and have modifications. So just come, ask the instructor, ask questions.
For a full schedule of everything going on, visit eastcoastfit.com. When we come back, Mel makes a deliciously warm fall recipe. Welcome back to the center of it all. This week, Mel prepares a delicious meal that isn't your average curry recipe. Let's take a look.
In my food world, Thai curries are comfort food. Served steeping hot with freshly steamed rice, they're perfect for the crisp, cold days of fall and winter. Join me right here at the countertop this morning while I show you how to make my Thai-style red chicken curry. The first thing I have to do is prep my chicken. And I've taken about 1.5 pounds of chicken tenderloins. You can use regular breast meat, that'll be fine. And I've chopped it into like 1.5-inch cubes or strips. And I've put it in my food processor. I'm going to add a can of well-drained sliced water chestnuts, I'm going to put the lid on this, and I'm going to lightly grind my chicken, which is going to make it not quite ground chicken, but it's going to tenderize it and make it into nice little tender bits and pieces. "15 pulses, chicken's ground, and we're ready to start cooking." I've heated 6 tablespoons of sesame oil to about 250 degrees in my electric skillet. I'm just going to, for lack of a better word, slosh it around in there a little bit. And I'm going to add a can of Thai red curry paste, which is a mixture of all sorts of wonderful things: chili peppers, garlic, ginger, all sorts of wonderful fresh ingredients. Next, I've got some turmeric for a pretty yellow color. And I'm just going to stir this around a little bit. It's going to start to sizzle and snap and pop, and it's exactly what we want. It's going to make everything really fragrant. You could smell the garlic. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. And now, all of my chicken and water chestnuts are going to go in here. Woohoo! That in there. I've got a cup and a half actually, of diced red bell pepper, a cup of thinly sliced scallion, green onion, and I like to add some straw mushrooms. You don't have to put them in if you don't eat mushrooms, but I happen to love them. A little bit of an earthy taste. I'm going to stir this constantly for about 5 or 6 minutes, just until the chicken is cooked through. This has been about 6 or 7 minutes. My chicken is cooked through perfectly. This smells heavenly. Alicia's telling everybody how great it smells. And now I'm going to add the last of my ingredients. And I've got a can of coconut milk, and on the top of this there's 6 dried kaffir lime leaves, which is a typical Thai ingredient. So there's 6 of those. If you find fresh lime leaves in your grocery store, by all means use them. That's going to give it its tart lime flavor. I've got 2 tablespoons of Thai soy sauce, not to be confused with Chinese soy sauce. Not that they're both good, but Thai seasoning soy is quite distinctive in taste. If you taste it side by side with Chinese, you'll notice a distinctive difference. I've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of lightly toasted peanuts, and a secret Thai ingredient, which is common in Thai food, a 1/4 cup of crunchy peanut butter. Now I'm going to get this all stirred in, and when these ingredients are stirred in, I'm going to adjust this to a simmer, and I'm going to let it cook about 15 to 20 minutes until it's nicely thickened. And then I'm going to walk to the back of the kitchen, and I'm going to add some water to my rice and turn my rice steamer on while this simmers. This has been about 15 minutes. and it's all nice and thick and kind of stew-like. It smells wonderful. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to put a lid on it. We're going to wait for the rice to finish cooking, and then we're going to take it all to the table. We've all heard the expression, when in Rome, do as the Romans. It means when you're in a foreign country or being entertained by foreigners, respect their culture. In Thailand, all food is always served family style. Each dish in its own vessel, and the whole family sits down together to eat. It's impolite to take too much of any one thing at any one time, but it's very polite to take seconds or thirds. And because Thai food is always in bite-sized pieces, minced, sliced, diced, chopped, or pulverized, you'll never find a knife on the Thai table. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.
Personally, fall is my favorite time of year, so for me, nothing says fall like a little bit of toasty curry. When we come back, we show you a pup that is not your average beagle. Have you ever seen a 50-pound beagle? This is not your average mix, but she captured the hearts of everyone here at WHVL. Let's meet Daisy.
Alicia, I'm here with Daisy from the Nittany Beagle Rescue. She's a 6-year-old Beagle Bulldog mix, English Bulldog. So she's a bit heavier than the typical beagle of this size. She's about 50 pounds, but that's really normal for bulldogs. They're very dense little dogs. She's very sweet, and she's good with people. We've had her at Petco a couple times. She loves other people. She loves people. She's pretty good with kids. She is a little toy and food aggressive, so maybe not a household with real little kids that are gonna be easily knocked over or carrying food around at her face level. So maybe like a house with 10 or older kids would be better. She loves to run around, so a fence is always good. She's very cute. She gets this excited, she'll like look up at you as you're walking, and then she runs away real quick and then looks back at you like, why aren't you chasing me? She is great in the car. She will just lie there, but if you are willing to put the window down for her, she loves to put her head out the window and get her ears flapping.
For more information on Daisy and other beagles available, visit nittanybeaglerescue.org. That wraps up this week's Center of It All. Thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy the cooler weather, and I'll see you next time.